Hey, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. What's going on, RSJ fan? How you doing today, tonight? Got a long night driving. Won't be able to stay on all night though. I figured got a little road here. Playing some COD, nice. Picked up so much that we're just that busy. Florida's good. It's gotten cold again. It dropped down to like 51 degrees the other day. Or, well, last night, technically. Had to get a jacket out for us. But we're back up to like 70 degrees right now. Myself a coffee to keep pushing away. Played some music, but you know how that goes. Monetization, dinger. When I did the after party live stream that we did going to Waffle House, and I got dinged so hard the whole time we were at Waffle House. There was actually a section I had to remove completely because it wouldn't let me remove the song. But all the other songs were removed. I was able to erase the song without killing anything else. And like I said, just one song. It was a share song. Was it Do You Believe in Love or something like that? I think it would not let me erase the song. I had to like either mute out all the sound or just completely cut out that whole section. So I said, forget it. We'll just cut out that section. Passing me by like I'm sitting still. We had a good time at the Fuel Fest, but I gotta say, I am a bit jelly that we never went to Ohio for, was it Ohio? Well, Transworld. It wasn't Ohio. Wherever Transworld was, looking at all the videos and pictures from everybody that went to Transworld. Did I have a good interview? I didn't interview anybody at Fuel Fest. That would have been nice if I did. We were just too busy catching the sights and trying to record everything and anything. We did meet a few cool people. I did run into somebody that I knew. Not everybody was there that I figured would have been there, but yeah, again, you never know who's going to be where. The one guy that I was expecting to be there, I forgot. He lives closest to the West Palm, so he'd be going to the one this weekend. So that would be the one to go to. Tampa was the first one that started off the tour. So I'm debating whether or not, because I do have a con that I'm trying to get to this weekend. And if I go to the convention, then I can't go to the Fuel Fest in West Palm. So it's kind of a, oh, which way do I go? Oh, okay. I thought you were doing a Breaking Bread with Dread podcast. That was the plan, was to do a Breaking Bread with Dread podcast. And I'm not going to sit here on these trucks. We're going to do something. We normally do like a mini Breaking Bread while we're there. But the after party kind of took over for that. So part of that mini party was going to Waffle House. But we didn't do like a regular interview anyway. We were just hanging out with the chat. I do have interviews from the horror conventions I went to and MegaCon that are on Files of Horror. So I do have some interviews there, but they're not Breaking Bread with Dread interviews. I did at MegaCon sit down with the paranormal guys, the two demonologists, and their crew. So we sat down and but we didn't like record any of that stuff, you know. I didn't feel like it was a necessity. It would have been cool, but you know, everything's all just hanging out, talking and stuff. It wouldn't have been a good interview to record something like that. And on top of that, I wouldn't want them to say something that they weren't ready to release. Like we've already been told, hey, if you recorded this panel, don't release it until after. There's some things that was said during the panel that are in one that's in a book, and two, there's something else that they didn't want us to release just yet. But luckily we weren't in that panel, and that's the panel that we just released just now anyway. But last week I want to say, and it was Bill Slevin and Joe Frankie. But again, the panel that they're worried about, stuff was said that's going to be in a book. So if we had it, we would have held on to it until after the book was released, and then released it once they gave us their blessing to do so. Again, you know, no signed NDAs, but we're respectful to people. You know, if they ask us not to do something, then we don't do it. You know, we want to make sure that trust is there, regardless of a contract. Oh, okay, I thought I was going crazy. No, the plan was we were going to sit down and do a quick Breaking Bread with Dread with Carlo from 4GQ TV, like we always do. The idea was to sit down and eat the food that was there, but we were going so long, and I got to a point where I couldn't stop. I had to eat. I couldn't just do whatever. So we had to stop, got food, but the guy that we decided to get in line didn't have drinks. So we got food, and then we were in the next line to get drinks, and that line was taking forever also. There was just, these lines were so long. You'll see it in the 360 videos. I'm still working on getting the other videos pushed out. I have one of the first MegaCon video with the X4. I have that out, and I just finally got the 360 version pushed out. Alright, am I worried about the signs or not? Okay, they're not flashing yet. Alright, we're good for now, okay. So anywho, so I got the 360 version pushed, processed. I've been having issues with the 360 versions recently getting processed. Otherwise I would have had them out already. So right now it's getting that going and then uploading them, and the one video is still uploading right now. They're just so big, they're taking forever for the upload. Even though I have faster speed, YouTube can only accept so fast. I definitely need to get back into getting some more interviews. I have some stuff lined up. I just haven't solidified them. I've got a cosplayer, and she's blown up since the last time I talked to her. I got another cosplayer, which is still on the verge of blowing up. I mean, she blew up, but she's still on the verge. She hasn't, I mean, she's still mid-explosion, if you know what I mean. And she's gonna blow up. We have, I've got another guy that has been making some films, and he makes his own props. So I got to get in touch with him soon. Also, I've been meaning to do that, and that one there has to be on a Friday. So we're gonna go to his pop shop where he has a restaurant, and we're gonna try to, you know, give his Pop's restaurant a little bit of exposure too. So it's a lot of work, and not having an editor makes it even that much harder, because if something fails, like I got all those shorts from MegaCon that I'm still ciphering through, trying to label. I've got most of them uploaded, but I have to edit them and upload them, and then I have to even create like a full-size video. And again, without an editor, it's just me, so it's hard to do. So during the week, if I don't set a video up and get it processed or set up for processing to create the video, nothing's getting done while I'm sleeping, and I have to be awake, obviously, to, you know, to edit it all together to get it ready for processing. But I do appreciate you stopping in and watching all these videos and questioning about, you know, you're paying attention. You know, that's the awesome thing. You know, I love that people do pay attention to this stuff. You know, we got so many friends that don't pay attention to any of this stuff, and then they, you know, they don't even ask. You know, hey, I didn't see this, or hey, I haven't seen you around in a while. They don't ask, and you know they don't mean anything by not asking. You know, it's just sometimes friends are out of sight, out of mind, and I understand that. But, you know, those that are around, you would think would pay a little bit more attention. So, again, I truly appreciate it. You know, one of these days I'd like to get that 360 camera and see if I can live stream with that while I'm going down the road. Let's say we're going to a convention or something, and just kind of give you guys like, kind of like a GTA where you're behind the car kind of view as we're driving down. That's an idea. Probably have to Bluetooth it, so that way the microphone's inside the cab versus you guys hearing all that wind noise out there. Too much gas. But I think it would be kind of cool to do. Maybe. Okay. Thanks for stopping in. Everybody else that's come in. I know you guys just like to watch. You don't have to chat, but you know, if you guys have any questions, feel free. I may or may not ask you or answer you. RWK, what's going on, brother? Thanks for swinging in. Cheers. I cheers you back, but hands free right now. case you guys are looking for deer out here, I haven't seen many deer out this way. So I wouldn't be too surprised if you don't see anything. But if I see them, I'll point them out to you. Lights out. I'll have to check that when I get to my destination. You guys have anything planned for this weekend? Like I said, I've got 2 events I'm trying to get to. One will be easier than the other. I'd love to get to them both, but I don't think that's going to happen. mostly gamed. Motorfest has its claws in me. Yeah, that's how I feel a lot of times. And in a real life Motorfest, which is what I used to do, working on the cars with friends, driving around town, nothing illegal, and then hitting the track to do the fun stuff. So yeah, and then going to Fuel Fest this past weekend. Yeah, I can see why Motorfest itself, even though it's a game, it still will get you in there and suck you in. Funny is my daughter wants my car. She claimed it. How is that even fair? I guess we're going back on this side. Have any questions, feel free to ask. I see you lurking. If you want to keep lurking, that's fine too. You don't have to comment. RSJ fan, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I have a friend of mine that we tell stories about, and just within ourselves in the community and stuff like that. Some of these stories. So I figured I'm going to sit down and actually tell the story, and it's going to be called The Legend of Freelos. he's had several different nicknames. We call him Timmy, you know, from South Park. I've called him Three Los because some of the stuff that he's been a part of these stories has been legendary. So Three Los in Greek means legend, so it's going to be the legend of legend. I figured it'd be a nice little pun because, you know, back in the day they used to have chroma color. Well, chroma means color. So you had a TV that had chroma color. You basically had a TV that was publicized as color. So, you know, marketing is. But I figured, you know, that's a nice little play on words. And then I was talking to Carlo, so I might actually have a nice sit down with him where we just talk about his dad. He's been talking about it here and there. He's never actually been able to do like the full story. So hopefully Carlo and I can sit down and without any distractions talk about his dad. Like I said, we've had conversations between myself and him. I've been there when he's had conversations with other people. He's brought it up during certain podcasts and interviews. So I figured, why not have the legitimate, non-stop, you know, the full Monty of the stories of his family. So with Three Los, I know we have 3 good stories. One of them's more of a horror story. The other 2 are kind of funny, just because of the comical part of the story. Spartan 661, what's going on? I'm on the road again. I got another drive. It's not as long, but I figured, you know, I'd jump in with you guys and talk about some things. I might just make a special playlist for night drives only. It's the only way I can do some of these lives is to be a little bit easier this way. Again, they're all going to be sporadic, just like everything else in my life. It's just so busy. But yeah, so back to Three Los. We'll have at least 3 of them with the legend of Three Los. And like I said, one of them's more horror related because of the freakiness of what happened. The other 2 are funny. And then we'll have Carlo. Like I said, hopefully I can get him to talk about his dad. And like literally non-stop. Just let him go. Yes, I caught that it's a song again. Yeah, I got you. On the road again. I got you. Hey, Dav, what's going on? Good morning to you. Where am I going? I'm going to the next location. Undisclosed. But I'm going to the next location. And actually, you guys are jumping in right towards the end. So I'm going to have to start signing out pretty soon. My apologies that you guys, you know, again, I didn't know that I was going to do this. But I had to make a couple stops. So with those stops, I didn't feel like it was good to record and then stop and then start and then stop. But yeah, we're wrapping up here. Another minute maybe. But yeah, this was the longest part of the drive without stops. So I appreciate everyone for stopping in. I appreciate you, Yadav, Spartan, RWK, RSJ fan. So anywho, you guys have a good night. And depending on how things go in the morning, probably another let's see, probably another 6 hours or so. I'll see about doing another stream. So hey, what's going on, Infinite? No, we weren't trying to catch orbs, but there's something along those lines. So you'll have to wait until you hear the story. All right. Thanks again, guys. You have a good one. Stay safe.